Let's go, let's go. I'm ready, let's go.
Let's get it. Oh. Alright, well, we got this. Oh, wait, it's
I got him.
It's not even a 3 versus 5 anymore. That ruins the stream. Alright, well, it started as one.
I'm with you.
What do we got going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 versus 6 now.
On your 6.
I think they might have fixed some of the lagginess in the menu. It seems to be a little bit better.
No, I don't trust that.
No.
No, I don't trust. I don't. No. They don't make. Activision's never going to be happy with just making a shitload of money. They have to make a fucking shitload of money.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't mean they can't.
I'm just being pessimistic. Yeah, I'm sure they actually did probably fix all of that because it was bad.
Even though there's been like 3 or 4 updates, and I'm only noticing it a little tiny bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, which it honestly might even just be in my head. So for 3 updates, what did they even do? What did they do? Curious.
I didn't read any of the patch notes, and honestly, I don't think any of it's. I don't think any of it's like, I don't know, even worth reporting on until they drop the new Warzone, because everything's just so split, I think. And Warzone lobbies, I loaded into those a couple of days ago, and it was like they were all bot lobbies.
Really?
I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, all right, cool. I come over to play this, and I feel like I'm in like fucking demon lobbies.
Yeah.
The last couple of days haven't been so bad for me, but
I finally just uninstalled Warzone myself like 3 days ago, and then I had it put on for a couple of days, so I decided to get rid of it until the new one drops. It'll be a different game entirely, right?
I feel that they're probably gonna some, standing changes. I would think that they would do that.
A whole new install, or do you think it'll be the same? We just.
I don't know. I think some of the formatting they'll probably carry over just because they worked it out from trial and error on the last one. But
I'm just wondering if we would. So say we wanted to play both Warzones, would we have to install them both, or is one not going to exist anymore? What happens to everything I purchased in that game if that happens?
Yeah. I don't know. You got your 2 years out of it, and that's it.
That would be
not gonna.
I bought so many blueprints, like all the ultras, and fucking grinded out all of those color games, including Cold War. Like I got the Dark Ether and all the diamonds. The only thing I didn't get.
Wow.
The ultra. Fuck. They better not remove it. I'll be pissed.
Dude, there's this fucking guy that hard scope is blinking from across the map. God damn, man.
Yeah, they're camping spawn a little bit. There's one inside that little hut in front of the spawn, and then one that behind the hut. So we got 2 that are watching the spawn right now. They got me pinned down.
What the fuck?
Did someone get him? I think he ran away, finally.
Fucker.
There we go.
Throwing a stun grenade.
Yeah, and another thing. Whenever I change my settings and I back out and then like I'll load up the game again, all my settings go back to the default. Like, what's up with that bullshit? Like my FOV, my color, my custom colors, my sensitivities, everything.
That's fucked up because that has not happened to me. At least I know of.
It sucks, yeah. I've been putting my FOV at flat 80, and I used to run it maxed out at like what 160 or 120, and now it's at the 80. I think my eyes are starting.
120 would be nuts.
Yeah.
Get
My
the fuck
eyes are starting to go, I think. I notice I can't play for shit with it up high anymore, and so when I brought it down to 80, I just started just demolishing everything. I just noticed a drastic difference instantly. And,
Yeah, I don't run it. I don't run it that high. It never seemed like a good idea to me. Run it maxed out.
Yeah. Yep. I think it might even be better to have a lower FOV with a higher sensitivity to make up for that loss of view, so you can kind of quick turn, you know.
Don't set my. Let me make sure I can remember this properly.
That's what I've been doing. That's what I like, anyways.
So I set my properties up so that my gun would still zoom in the way that I wanted it to. But that I could run the FOV, a desired FOV.
Wait.
Oh. Yeah, so you can change your
ADS.
You can change your guns. Yeah, so that when you ADS, you're ADSing. Yeah.
It's at the.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to shoot and think here.
Yeah.
Very
very
difficult for me.
I was gonna. I take it you're trying to say that when you ADS, it goes to your desired FOV. So
yes, thank you.
If you have it at 120 while you're just running around, yes, you'll have that wide area or whatever the fuck, and then when you zoom in, it's gonna pinch the whole screen in, so you're gonna be able to see much further, basically. That sounds
correct.
Nice.
You can do that. It's in your settings. Well, as long as it'll let you actually set.
Yeah, it'll just keep resetting it. I'll have to.
That hasn't happened to me. Maybe it might be worth an uninstall, reinstall.
Maybe, yeah. I just don't want to do it yet. If anything, I might try going into my safe menu and doing something from there. First.
Sure.
Before I totally uninstall it,
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that. It's got to be in graphics. Field of.
Oh man, I think can't remember where I found that, but it was on. It was like a YouTube short.
Oh.
Especially where I got turned on to that.
First person camera, third person field of view. I've seen it myself, I just never really understood what it was. Now I got kicked. Fuck it. Okay. Let's try to figure this out really quick. Why is it trying to find a match? I have to go and eat anyhow, but I'm curious what he's talking about, because then I can run my FOV a bit higher. Probably at like 100. That's where it keeps putting it at by default anyways, 100, and shit. Settings. Maybe interface? HUD. connection meter. Real-time measurements of your ping. What the fuck is this? Connection meter? I kinda wanna see what that is. Tooltips. I've already turned this off. The only shitty thing is everything's gonna keep resetting back to default. Oh, so I don't... Okay. What about... No, I don't even... Square. We see more with the square than circle. By the way, if you don't know that, always run with a square mini-map. You got a much wider field of view when looking at it. So, okay, here we go. I don't think it would be in graphics, but we could definitely look. Here's field, depth of field. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, out of focus blur effect is just. Oh yeah, I don't want that. Jesus. What the fuck? They're just adding more and more effects. Honestly, I don't even want the weapon motion blur. I don't want motion blur, period. Quick settings. No. Whoops. Maybe it's not for console? Maybe it's not a console option, I mean. You'd think it would be. Control of vibration, add sensor. Oh, ADS. Sensitivity. Which, it keeps putting it back at like a 1.40 from where I used to have it, and now I like it a little bit lower at like a 110 or 115. You'd think it would be in here. With the ADS stuff. What about show more? I don't know what I would prefer when it comes to applying my plates. I kind of like to apply each one myself. I just have more control that way. And where when you're applying plates, when it has to apply every plate, it's too easy to get killed that way. I mean, you can't, it's not like you can just stop putting your plates on and fight back. You kind of just have to take all the damage. Aiming input device. I could use mouse and keyboard. Oh, advanced. Here we go. Aim assist type. I kind of want to shut aim assist off now. I shut it off when I sniped normally. That must have been why it was so hard for me to get used to sniping earlier. I was sniping in a lobby earlier because someone was basically trolling with their sniper and it was getting to me. Um, aim response curve. I don't know why they would even put this. I think that would like delay your ADS or something. Custom sensitivity per zoom. No. Here, let's go ahead and let's put this to short because we get stuck on way too much stuff. And we're also gonna try this sprinting door bash, turn that back on so we don't have to fucking open every goddamn door. Plunging underwater. Look down and move forward to plunge underwater. I don't know what that is, but I don't even have this anymore. I feel like they made it so I can't ping anymore. Because I've been trying to and I can't ping. And I was in this one match and someone got wicked annoyed by me tagging enemies. And because he was so annoyed, I just kind of went a little overboard and started pinging everywhere on the map non-stop the entire match. I'm curious if they like ban me from pinging, which is kind of fucked up. Double tap. What about off? I don't see anything for the ADS zoom. I remember there used to be something in here. Custom, oh, custom sensitivity. No, that's your sensitivity per zoom, but not actually what you see when you. I definitely want to shut this off. Hmm. Well, I think that's all for now. Um, we were put into a lobby. It was me and whoever that other person was speaking, and one other person. And then there were 5 people on the other team, so it was a 3 versus 5. So I figured I'd stream it, and by the time I got done putting on the stream, we had 6 on each team, and anyways, I was more listening to what the other person was saying, and I wasn't in that match whatsoever. Though we got a little bit of info out of it. Though I don't know if it's anything reliable. I'm not seeing anything here. What accessibility? Simplified controls. Yo, who would play at a 3? Is that like a real... Do people actually play at a 3 for horizontal and vertical? Who in the fuck would ever play at such a low sensitivity? Weapon mount activation, ADS, armor plate behavior. Huh. None of that would even help us. This will put the FOV at 90 by default. Center dot is on, good. World motion blur off, weapon motion blur off. Let's try this. Let's turn that on. I kind of like that. Oh. No, we've already looked at that. Oh, wait a minute. ADS field of view. Independent and affected. Aiming down sights zooms the field of view to its usual value. Aiming down sight zooms to a value closer to the field of view setting. Only applies to low location levels, less than 325, including iron sights. I kind of like that. Wait a minute. But wait, which one is which? ADS field of view. Which one is independent and which one is fucking... So right now I'm on affected. I feel like having it off, honestly, and then that way I can see a little bit more while I'm aiming, and then having my field of view lower is gonna give me that, you know, where things don't seem so fucking far away. And even though I feel like 100 is a pretty, or maybe in between 80 and 100, so 90 is probably a good place to be. It's right in the middle, kinda. You got a decent field of view, fast sensitivity to make those quick turns to get people behind you, and then our ADS is going to be independent. That way, when we are snapping in, especially when someone's right in front of us, we're not going to be zoomed in so much, and we're going to be able to see the person at all times, even when they're right in front of us. I've had too many situations where someone will slide like right to my feet, and when I ADS down on them, they'll be like sidestepping, and I won't be able to like get my ADS onto them quick enough. Or, you know, situations like that. You know, maybe someone's to my right or my left, but they're like only 2 feet away or so, and I have to make a quick turn either to the left or right. By the time I turn and ADS, I'm dead because I had to adjust my aim because it was just so, you know, it's difficult when you can, when things are too close up, of course. So I'm thinking kind of balance everything out nicely here. We'll see how things are when we come back. We may have to turn the aim assist back on since I've been playing with it to really know how any of this affects me. But in the gameplay here. But I am gonna hop off for now. I'll come back in like maybe an hour, plus some more. The grind isn't even close to over. We still have the F-TAC recon. It needs to go up another 9 levels, I think. Would put it at what? No. 9 levels would put me to a 20. So 8 more levels, which will give us a, you know, a 4-level gap to do challenges. So we're just getting everything to about 4 levels before max. I've said this before. That way I'm not spending too much time on one weapon and making myself bored. And I feel like I'm getting more done this way. I can keep going to another weapon a little bit sooner. And then at the end, once everything is just about at max, we'll go back and just quickly do the whatever's left for challenges. Some of the challenges may even be getting done while we're just leveling up the weapons. But so once we get the F-TAC recon up 8 more levels, we have to do the Lockwood. Then I'm gonna do the Bison 800, and then we're gonna do this one. Now in the shotgun category, you'll notice this shotgun comes before this one in the actual order. So it goes this one, then this one, then this one, and then there will be another one that you unlock, a 4th one. But you can't unlock it until you level this one up, which is why I put this in the 2nd spot. So once we level up the 4th, we will swap this shotgun's position to loadout 6, and we'll put this one in loadout, I think 7, and then the one we have to unlock in 8, or something like that. And then we have a few. This is all we have left for marksman rifles right here. That's it. These 3 that need to be finished. This one's only level 2. It has a long way to go. This one's close to max. And then we have to level up this one. So it's really just this one we have to work on. Oh, and this one. So 2 marksmen. And then all the other marksman rifles are finished, all platinumed out, including all my snipers. And then just about all of our assault rifles are finished, other than the last 3, which are all just about at max. 4 levels, you know, prior to max level. So like, I have the AK-47, which isn't called the AK-47, but say the max level for it's 20. I'm at level 16 for it right now. Same thing for the other 2 assault rifles. The last 3. But we're going to finish up all the smaller categories. We're going to start working on them. So we're doing battle rifles, shotguns, finishing up what was left over in marksman. And then I don't know if I'm going to start on SMGs, but that's a big category. But so this one only has the 4. Shotguns only have 4. LMGs have quite a bit. Marksman's pretty much done. Some work to be done actually. Oh, and there's this one. I have to unlock it though. Latchman's. I haven't gotten the Latchman 762 to level 17. That's crazy. Okay, so I have to remember to do that. But all our snipers are platinum. And then we have the riot shield, which I'll probably just do that last. But yeah, these are all gold, 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 gold. And then the last ones we have to gold are the STB, the M16, ooh, the 74U, and then this one, which is what I call the AK-47. So there's 4, not 3. And yep, we're getting there. I'm gonna try to get every single camo. At least the 3rd masters. I don't know if I really care for the Orion, the 4th, but I definitely want to get up to the 3rd. At least for my favorite weapons. After, you know, leveling them all up, I'm sure I'll have some favorites. And then I will set up some loadouts, what I like the best, and do some gameplay with each one, with my final loadouts. Oh, and of course handguns. We have to level up our handguns. So I got rid of whatchamacallit, the perk overkill. We got rid of overkill since we have to level up our handguns anyways, and I mean, it's not really too, when it comes to leveling your weapons, it's not going to be too effective to have two weapons you're trying to level up on one loadout, because you're just going to be sharing experience between the two. You know, pump all the experience you can into one at a time, and then move on to another one. That is the most, you know, efficient way I think to do it. Otherwise, you'll go 2 or 3 matches before a weapon even levels up. But every 3 or 4 matches, sure, you'll level up, you know, one time for 2 different weapons, hopefully. But this way, I level up almost every game, sometimes twice. And it just feels like it's going by faster. It might even just be faster, period. This is my perk setup. This is what I like the best. We got tracker, so we can, you know, always have an idea of when someone's close by. High alert, same concept. It's just awareness. Same thing with tracker. It's for awareness. Scavenger, so we don't run out of ammo when we're building up a score streak. And then fast hands for those clunkier weapons with the slow reloads to give us a quicker reload and keep us in the fight. And then what we're using for, we have tactical insertion for grinding, and then, well, this shouldn't be here, dead silence to keep us silent in our fights, and we can move around freely and just, you know, keep mowing people down without them ever even hearing us get the drop on them, or hearing us coming. Gives us the ability to get the drop on everyone pretty quick. Another thing, if you don't want to run with the scavenger, you could use something else and run with a ammo box. I feel like a lot of people will probably like the tactical insertion and munitions box. Another thing I thought was pretty neat was the portable radar. Throw that down in a room with you. Like, say if you're in a room camping, you got 3 entry points to that room. If you throw this right in the center of the room, you will know whenever an enemy is going to enter that room and exactly where they're going to enter that room from. It's basically like having a little UAV in the room with you. Or you could try the tactical camera, which requires a little more button pressing. But you could also just put it down the one time facing an entry point or an alleyway, and it supposedly will make a sound whenever somebody moves out in the field of view of the camera. Same idea. Now, the portable radar, I don't know how long it lasts. I don't know if it stays with you until, or stays wherever you throw it until someone destroys it, or if it has a timer. But yeah, so now I have a lot of awareness. I have the dead silence and the tactical inversion, which honestly I don't care too much for the tactical inversion. It just slows down my spawn rate. So I might even just put the portable radar back down for even more awareness. Now we have, what is it? The thing where we can see the enemy's footprint. The portable radar, which is going to tell us whenever someone is close. And then we have one other thing. What is it? I can't think. Here, let's check that really quick. Oh, high alert. Tracker. And then the can't think, portable radar. A lot of awareness. A lot of awareness. I love it. Personally, I think it's a great way to amp up your aggressive gameplay a bit, especially while running the dead silence. If you're someone that likes to use like an SMG or a light assault rifle and run and gun, definitely rock dead silence. If you like to run and gun, take dead silence with you. You will not regret it. And for every kill, it refreshes the duration. So basically, if you keep dropping people, it'll never shut off, which basically means you'll have no footprints. You can just run around dead silent all day long. I mean, that's hence its name, dead silence. It's I mean, it's wonderful. Definitely very long lasting, and worth using. But and then drill charges for getting people behind walls, which can go great with the portable radar. If you know someone's about to enter, chuck your drill charge at the door or wall. If you know someone's above you because of your portable radar, once again, if you see a dot on top of you but there's no one in the same room, they're most likely above or below, so stick to the floor or ceiling, and there you go. Decoy grenades, great way to, well, for one, get bonus weapon experience, and two, to draw enemies out to where you want them. So if you're running around all quiet, you can use those to your advantage. Throw two of them somewhere to the right of the map while you go left, and there you go. You got a nice flanking tool. So it's a little bit of everything in one. Very very good setup. I've seen a lot of people running Survivor. I wouldn't do it personally. Not worth it to me. Unless you're a sniper. The only time you should ever run Survivor is if you are a hardcore sniper or long distance player. If you're not an aggressive player, use Survivor. Because the only way someone's most likely going to get you in those situations is from far away. And say you get sniped, as long as you can get behind something, you can res yourself. But in aggressive playstyle, why the fuck would you want Survivor? You're going to get fucked up. You're just going to get fucked up. You're never going to res yourself. You're going to slow down your spawn time. And you're just going to have a miserable time. So, yeah. Aggressive players, don't use it. Snipers, have fun. Alright. I think I covered basically my whole... how I'm running everything right now. How I play. We have to get that Latchman 7.62 up. 3 more levels to get the last marksman rifle. We'll drop it. I like it with a 20. I go for pure accuracy instead of ADS at this point. I found that helps quite a bit. A lot of the time, I won't even run the barrels. I don't really see too much need for it. But I like the vertical. Unless it offers a lot of accuracy, I'm not going to bother. Laser. And we get our ADS from our laser. This is my favorite laser personally. It's still visible while you're ADSing, but I'm not worried about it. By the time I'm ADSing, I'm going to be dropping whoever I'm ADSing onto. So, at least no one can see it while I'm just, you know, blindly running around corners or, you know, but I like it. So and we got the sprint to fire, some aiming stability, and ADS speed. I forget what I had to level up for it, but I can probably check if people want to know. And then we'll run something for even more. And we could get a little bit of ADS, but I think I prefer more accuracy, so we'll run the biggest stock we can. And because we only have 2 options here, We could go with the recoil control, but we're going to get even more ADS. And then we have one more thing for our accuracy. And if the bar is anywhere near accurate, I'd say go for this right here. That looks the best for accuracy anyways. You could also go to ammunition and put high velocity rounds on for even more accuracy. But totally up to people. What I like to sometimes do is just take away some of that ADS. I took this off only because we have a recoil control penalty. So we're going to keep the laser for that ADS, and then we're going to head on over here, and we can take even more recoil control and accuracy while we take our shots. So yes. This one says recoil, superior recoil control. Control and quick, accurate shots. That sounds like you'd want to use this on something that's like semi-auto and wires. And I think it says stationary, so aiming idle stability, so while standing still. I don't know. Or proning, or something along those lines. But that would be my Lachman 762 setup for level 14. Okay. Who knows, maybe I'll tweak a couple of things. If I do tweak anything, it would be something like maybe taking the high velocity off and adding more ADS, or maybe I'll take the underbarrel off and giving myself more ADS, or if I feel like it's too accurate, or maybe I just need a little more ADS. But I could go for a little more damage and velocity with something like the polar flare, or is that what it's called, polar fire? Yes, this one's going to give you the most damage, velocity, etc. This one will give you a little more accuracy with the damage, range, but this one is just going to give you more damage, period. If you want more damage, go with the polar fire. You want a little bit of accuracy with that extra damage, go with this one, Zulu 60, or yeah. But I like the polar fire. But right now I'm running the Tempest GH50 for pure vertical control. Yeah, it looks like we have fantastic accuracy at this point. And this gun hits like a fucking truck for anyone that's actually used it. You have a 20 round magazine. It takes about maybe 4 or 5 shots to take someone down. And it's got a decent rate of fire. But the default gun, let me just say, its recoil is out of... It's insane. So aim low, aim for people's like waist, or shit, aim for their fucking feet, and then just squeeze your trigger and let the bullets fly. You'll get a headshot while you're aiming at their feet, I promise. No, I don't promise that, but aim for the feet, or toward the feet, and you're gonna get a headshot. Okay, it's just that the recoil's that insane. So okay.